sell, and trade with friendly staff and great prices at fusiongamingonline.com/spikefeeders. Plus, every purchase you make there helps support this channel.
Hey guys, Spike Feeders back again. Got another comp episode for you today. Again, before we start, remember to like, share, and subscribe. Tell your friends about this awesome game that's hopefully about to happen.
Like Magic the Gathering?
Yes. Yeah, well, okay, tell your friends about Magic the Gathering. If your friends don't know about Magic the Gathering, why are they your friends, right?
And if they want to learn more,
right?
they can check us out on Patreon.
And check out the Wizard's store locator.
Yeah.
In your comp rules.
Oh, let's start the game.
Yeah.
What are you playing today?
I'm going first today, and I'm playing a pretty spicy number that I'm excited about. Me and one of our $5 patrons in our Discord, MVP 1221, brewed a Tatyova Benthic Druid Landfall combo deck, and I'm pretty excited about it. So, yeah, that's what I'm playing today.
I'll be playing Niv-Mizzet Perun, Return of Niv-Mizzet from Season 1. We really didn't get to witness the behemoth.
Is that what you call it?
Like Craterhoof Behemoth?
Yeah.
It's because you don't play green, Jerry.
Oh!
Oh, I figured it out!
Anyway, it's the Storm List from Season 2, Episode 1, and I'm hoping to give it its fair share this time.
Yeah, I think we got something in common here. I am also playing Paradox Scepter Thrasios, again, also trying to give it a fair shake. Shake. Jen, what are you playing?
Sunny?
I am playing General Tazri Food Chain. I want to try something a little bit different than what I normally do, so I looked this list up. It is a collaboration that Shaper Savant and Big Lupu put together. So I'm playing Shaper Savant's list. So I am going to play it poorly, but thanks for all the work you guys did.
Yeah, well,
Hey, well,
that about sums us
yeah.
up, right?
Let's
We're going to
start
play
it.
it poorly, but we like you guys anyway, hopefully.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to draw a card for my turn. Oh, it's a good card, guys. I don't know. I'm going to play a Polluted Delta.
Concede.
And I'm going... You heard him! I'm going to crack it going to 39. I'm going to find this tropical island. I'm going to tap the tropical island for a green and play Exploration.
Ooh.
And
What are we
then,
exploring?
I'm about to tell you if you give me 4 seconds.
I hate this story already.
What are we exploring about?
I'm going to play a Verdant Catacombs. And I'm going to crack the Verdant Catacombs. Go to 38. I'm going to find a basic forest off of these
basic
Verdant
of you.
Catacombs. Well, you know what? Just because, I want to be the one playing Magic, I'm going to cast this Sylvan Tutor.
You got it, man.
I'm going to find Ramanap Excavator to the top of my library. Because, I wasn't done searching my library.
You search it again?
Next turn, maybe. I'm going to pass the turn for now, though.
I'm going to draw a card for my turn. Woo, baby! That's hot fire there.
I don't remember why we don't have Jerry on episodes now.
I'm going to play a Seed of the Synod. I'm going to play a Mox Diamond, pitching an island, and pass the turn.
Okay. Draw a card.
I can't right now.
Play a Breeding Pool untapped. Go to 38.
38.
I'm going to play a Lotus Petal.
Ooh.
I'm going to crack this Lotus Petal, tap the Breeding Pool, and cast Sylvan Library.
Wow.
And I will pass the turn.
That's more than you did all of episode 8.
I know. Isn't it nice?
I'm going to draw a card. That is hilariously frustrating.
Nice.
Actually, aggravatingly so. Oh, wow. All right. We'll talk about that later. I'm going to play this Bayou.
Is he talking to his hand?
And I'm going to cast this Landmore Elves.
We'll talk about it.
And I'll pass the turn.
I will untap and draw this mysterious card.
It's not that mysterious.
Shut up.
But
I'm going to play Yavimaya Coast and cast Ramanap Excavator.
Yep.
Jared,
Effects.
you have effects.
yeah, I have a response.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Nice.
I'm going
Impulse.
to Impulse.
Oh. Jan had the soul read.
I was like, what is the least impactful thing Jerry can do in response to this Ramanap
Most
Excavator?
impulsive thing.
For 2 mana. Impulse.
I'm going to choose not to... Oh, this one doesn't even say shuffle your library.
Are you done?
Yes.
Okay. Does this resolve?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
I'm going to play this Verdant Catacombs from my
That
graveyard.
doesn't resolve.
Yeah, that's a special game action.
Damn.
It doesn't resolve.
It doesn't
It
have
never
to
goes on the
resolve.
stack.
I'm going to pass the turn, though.
Okay, thanks, man. Draw that card.
He's just gonna beat us to death with this Tatiova.
How we just cast it and starts attacking Jerry?
I'm going
Me
to play
too.
a Lotus
And
Petal.
thick druid.
Then I'm going to play a... I'll play a Mountain and pass the turn.
Okay, untap.
He's got 4 pips.
Sylvan Library.
It's a lot of pips.
I have 6 pips.
You've got 4 in play, is what I meant.
Oh.
I will draw all 3 of these.
Whoa! Jim to
Go to
30. Maybe I'm just going to beat you to death with Tatiova.
What about Revenant?
Well, he's a pacifist.
Tundra. I am going to cast Felwar Stone, and then I'm going to cast Mystic Remora,
Ooh.
and I will pass the turn.
I'm gonna untap. Draw a card. I'm gonna play a Tarnished Citadel. And then I'm gonna take 3 damage off this Tarnished Citadel. Go to 37 for a blue, and I'm gonna cast Ponder. I'm not gonna pay 4. Draw your card, Jim.
Yes.
Jan, you foolish fool.
Are you effects?
No,
No,
no.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna look at the top 3 cards of my library. Oh, these are all really cool.
How cool are they?
Really?
Cool.
Fortunately, one of the modes of Ponder is draw all 3 of those cards eventually.
Jen, how's your pondering going over there?
It's good. I'm thinking real hard about it. Unlike Jerry and his, I do get the option to shuffle my library. It says so on my card. I'm going to draw this card that I put on top.
So you're not shuffling your library?
Okay. I'm going to
Bait and
untap
switch.
the old switch and
Yeah, finish that sentence, Elliot.
I'm going to draw a card.
Sounds
for my
good.
turn.
I'm going to put my hand over here.
Do it. I dare you.
I did.
Oh, okay. Let's see. What can we do with all that junk? All that Simic inside your...
I realize the
deck.
later in the day we film, the worse our banter gets.
They don't know that. They don't know how late it is. Stop spoiling it.
It's 7 a.m. on a Thursday.
Yeah.
7 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's when this video is coming out.
Yeah.
I hate you. Okay. I'm going to cast Lotus Cobra.
Okay.
Then I'm going to play this Polluted Delta from my graveyard with Ramanap Excavator, trigger Lotus Cobra, and add a blue mana to my mana pool. Then I'm going to sacrifice Verdant Catacombs and Polluted Delta, go to 36. So I'm going to find a forest off of the Verdant Catacombs and an island off of the Polluted Delta, trigger Lotus Cobra twice, add another blue and a green. Then I'm going to add another blue and another green and use this mana to cast Tatiova, Benthic Druid. Effects. Nope. Effects. From my graveyard, I'm going to play a Polluted Delta. Trigger
Didn't you
Lotus
already
Cobra.
play 2 lands for the turn?
Nope, just one.
Just
I
one?
don't.
Okay,
Yeah, I
Just the
believe
polluted-
just one.
Just that polluted delta.
the
Actually.
same
Yeah.
Devil Delta.
Yeah.
I'm going to trigger Lotus Cobra, add a blue, trigger Tatiova, draw a card, and gain a life.
Okay, you at 37?
37.
37.
I'm going to sacrifice the Polluted Delta, go to 36. Kind of. I'm going to get a Breeding Pool tapped off of the Polluted Delta, trigger Lotus Cobra, add another blue, trigger Tatiova, draw a card, and gain a life.
Elliot at 37.
Elliot to 37.
Elliot.
And then I'm going to tap this Tropical Island and cast Retreat to Coral
Are you paying
Helm.
for it?
I am not paying the 4.
Draw a card.
Jan didn't, so I don't have to. Ha.
That's how it works.
Yeah,
100%.
exactly. Right?
Yep.
Okay, now I'm going to move to combat. I'm going to attack
Jerry.
Jan for 2
Sure.
with Ramanap Excavator.
Go to 35.
That was close, Jen. You were close.
You almost Jedi mind tricked me, for sure.
I'm just like reminding you what you said last turn. You're gonna attack Jerry.
Oh yeah, I did say that, didn't I?
Yeah.
Shoot. I'm gonna pass.
Thanks, man. I'm gonna untap draw. I'm gonna play a Steam Vents tapped and pass the turn.
Okay. I will untap. I have a trigger in my upkeep. I am not going to pay for Mystic Remora.
It was almost recall.
It was.
With the Sylvan Library trigger on the stack, I'm going to cast Enlightened Tutor.
Effects.
Nope.
I have no effects. Alright.
So off of the Enlightened Tutor, I'm going to put Smothering Tithe on the top of my library.
On the battlefield!
On the battlefield of my library.
Yeah.
And then Sylvan Library is going to trigger. I'm going to... Let's see. I'm going to take all three.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Okay. Jim going to 22. Maybe I should have attacked him. He'd be at 20 right now. That's a clock.
I'm going to play a Bayou for my turn. I am going to...
Indeed.
I'm going to cast
Smothering Ties?
Gataxian Probe targeting Jan.
Ooh.
Paying 2. Go to 20. Because I want to see what's in your hand.
That's fair.
That's why.
Oh, no, Jan's still at 35. Jimbo's at 20.
Wow, how good would Gataxian Probe be if it made your opponent pay 15 life?
15 life. You're just like,
Yeah.
casual.
Well, I was about to put you at 20.
And I'll draw a card off of Gataxian Probe.
Are you going to pay the 2 for... Oh, Smothering Tide's not in play.
Opponent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, if it wasn't, that'd be...
I'm going to cast Top.
Ooh.
And then I'm going to cast Elves of Deep Shadow.
Ooh.
And I will pass the turn. We're just playing fast and loose with my life total this game.
That's the name of the game, isn't it?
All right. End of Jim's turn. I'm going to cast Vampire Tutor.
Ooh.
Hang on.
Ooh.
It's not resolving yet.
Well, he still loses life, right?
No.
Nope.
Only if
Part
it
of the
resolves.
resolution.
I thought that was as an additional cost.
If he has the mental misstep.
I think that's what he's thinking about.
I am thinking about that.
I might be trying to... I don't think I can win. I'm probably trying to keep Elliot from doing anything else.
Oh, anything else?
Not anything else, but this nonsense has got to stop. Because even if this does resolve, I don't actually have enough mana to win the game.
Yeah, that's true. It resolves.
Wait, so I'm going to get this card, put on top of my library.
What'd you get?
What'd you get?
That card.
Okay.
Oh.
Still finished, Jim?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know, you could Thought Scour me.
Ooh.
True.
I'm going to draw this card.
I like Thought Scour.
Alright. I am going to tap this Tarnished Citadel, and I'm going to add a blue.
So you're going to go down to 30?
30. He's adding a blue.
Adding a blue. And I'm going to tap this Llanowar Elves, and I'm going to cast Gilded Drake.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah, that's pretty
I like
good.
that.
I have no effects.
That's a good play.
None?
Yeah, no, do it.
I'm going to grab... We're going to do a switcheroo here.
They're both 3/3s.
Good old magic. Oh, that's flying.
This one does
You
have
get,
flying.
you get the lead on that one, Elliot. Now it's
I'm
flying.
going to play my land for the turn. Trigger my Tatiova. I'm
Whoa!
going to go to 31.
The value
And
train.
draw a card.
Wow, this deck can actually run Tatiova too. That's sweet. Do you have it in the main?
You don't need to. You
don't need
just
to.
run Gilded
Yeah,
Drake.
you just run after somebody else's.
Alright, I'm going to pass turn.
Alright, I'm going to untap. Without a Tatio.
It's like Gonti Food Chain.
Yeah, exactly.
Draw for turn. Well, this turn's much less exciting now. That's for certain. I'm going to play Polluted Delta from my graveyard. Trigger Lotus Cobra. Make a blue. And trigger Retreat to Coral Helm to scry 1. I'm going to put that card on the bottom. I'm going to play a Verdant Catacombs from my graveyard. Trigger Lotus Cobra to add a blue. And trigger Retreat to Coral Helm to scry 1. I'm going to leave that card on top.
So now do you want to crack your fetches?
I'm going to pass the turn.
I tried. End of your turn.
Impulse.
Frantic search.
Yep.
I'm gonna draw 2. Discard. Pongify. Pyroblast. Untap. these
2 ways to
3
counter this
lands.
Gilded Drake. He didn't do it. What a jerk.
Thanks, Elliot. Move to my turn.
Yep. Jerry moves to his turn step.
Gonna play a mountain.
Uh-oh.
Yep. He's online.
We'll just crack Lotus Petal for a blue. Mox Diamond blue, Seed of the Scion blue, red, red, red.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Niv-Mizzet Perun.
I have no effects.
I have no
Yeah.
effects.
You got
Okay, you
it.
got it, Jerry.
You need to
Get
stop
past
doing
her.
that.
I will untap. Sylvan Library. I'm going to put them back like this. Draw a card. I'm going to cast
Tice.
Grim Monolith.
Ooh.
It's not a Smothering Tice.
Then I'm going to cast Smothering Tithe.
Yeah, there it is.
And then I will pass the turn.
End of your turn. I'm going to cast Tainted Pact.
Hold on. You cast a spell. Trigger.
You bet I did.
Draw a card. Not
Make
paying.
a treasure.
Oh my goodness.
Things have gone horribly wrong.
Okay, I drew a card. I will ping Llanowar else.
Sure.
Tainted Pact.
Tainted Pact.
Yep.
Hold on.
Okay.
Now we got Tainted Pact on the stack. Pact on the stack.
Pact on the stack.
Yeah, I have no effects to Tainted Pact. Okay.
Alright, so let's start this Tainted Pact. Clastria Healer.
Is Tainted Pact
You got to remove the top.
6?
Remove the top card of your library from the game. You may put that
Oh,
card
that's
in your
it.
hand.
Yeah,
unless it
demonic
has the
on
same
That's
name.
the one. Yeah, okay.
Sorry.
Okay. Swan Song. Swords to Plowshares.
Plowshares, Delay, Regrowth,
Mistala Griffin.
Brandstorm, Ad Nauseam, Fire Covenant,
Oh,
Overrun Tune, Llanowar Wastes, Demonic Tutor, Mana Vault, Tundra, Plunge into Darkness, Preordain, Food Chain, into my hand.
Okay.
yes, sir.
Just gonna put these in my exile pile, right over here.
You can exile this Tatioa. Okay, so we are on
Your end step.
my end step. I am going to... I'm going to sacrifice my treasure along with this Breeding Pool mana, and I am going to Cyclonic Rift Tatiova.
So I get a trigger to Cyclonic Rift.
Yeah.
So,
So you draw a card,
draw a card,
Yep.
and
And then I
then
make
it
a
doesn't pay 2.
Yep.
and then,
And that triggers to deal a damage.
so yeah, that's what I'm. Wow.
Lotus Cobra is making much more mana
I was
than
going to say
my Elves of Deep
the
Shadow.
fact of the matter is he's gonna this 1 mana is just gonna replace itself. That's also a sweet draw, by the way. Thanks, James.
Anytime, Jared.
Ping Lotus Cobra.
Lotus Cobra down.
Sure thing. Would you like this in your hand?
I would.
Sounds
I would
good.
very much like it into my hand.
Okay, can we proceed to Jan's untap?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Draw a card?
Are you paying 2?
No.
Okay, I will make a treasure. I'm going to use a d20 for this.
Seems correct.
I'm gonna play Windswept Teeth. All sneaky like. I'm gonna crack this Windswept Teeth. Go to 30. Alright, I'm gonna get Tropical Island.
Yes, sir.
Now, I'm gonna cast Halmar Excavator. It is a creature.
Yeah.
Instant or sorcery.
Oh,
No,
it is
instant or sorcery.
Okay.
I have no effects.
No effects.
I'm going to mill Jim for 1.
Okay.
Ooh.
I'm milling Dark Ritual.
Ooh.
I guess I could have spun top there, but
Pass the build. Yeah.
who needs more mana?
Who needs mana? I'm going to untap and draw for my turn.
Paying 2.
Oh yeah, it starts already, hey? Jeez. How many cards do you have in your hand?
4.
And a Sylvan Library in play? Gosh. Smothering Tithe.
Are you feeling smothered yet?
I'm feeling hecka smothered, my dude.
Hecka smothered, my dude.
Hecka smothered.
I'm going to always yield to Smothering Tithe.
Make a treasure.
So in my main phase 1, I would like to cast Tatyova, Benthic Druid.
Priority.
That's priority.
I'm going to sacrifice both of my treasures. And cast Mana Drain targeting Tatyova.
Trigger Niv-Mizzet.
Niv-Mizzet trigger. Everyone good?
I have no effects.
I have no effects.
I'm going to draw a
Are
card.
you paying 2?
I'm not paying 2.
Make a treasure.
I will ping Elves of the Deep Shadow.
Okay.
Okay, I will cast Autumn's Veil. Trigger Niv-Mizzet. Spells I control can't be countered by blue or black spells this turn, and creatures I control can't be targeted
so
by blue or black
trigger-
spells. Trigger Niv-Mizzet.
You draw the card, trigger Smothering
Smothering
Tide,
Okay.
trigger
Niv-Mizzet.
Visibility.
Ping
Okay,
Ramanap.
Ramanap has 1 damage on it.
Okay. I will pay a blue and mental misstep your Autumn's Veil.
Trigger
Niv-Mizzet.
Niv-Mizzet. Make a treasure.
Yep.
Ping Ramanap Excavator.
Yeah. Yeah, I have no effects to Mental Misstep.
Okay.
So
Mana
Tatyova
Drain.
gets countered.
Yep.
So she costs 7? That's a shame. Okay. I'm just going to cast this Cavern of Souls.
You cast
Wow.
And name Druid. And trigger Retreat to Coral Helm to scry 1. I'm going to leave that on top.
The sequencing could have been better on that one.
Well, I wanted to draw a card off of it.
That's fair.
2 fetch lands.
Yeah, I wanted to draw more than that. I didn't come here to.
You're gonna-
cards.
I
I'm going to play
might
this
have-
Flooded
I
Strand.
might have mana drained it anyway.
Commented it hard.
And then I'm going to pass the turn.
Wait, can anyone cast a spell so I can kill the Ramanap Excavator?
No, we're not friends, Jerry.
Nope.
So James, I'm going to make it real easy for you.
Okay.
I'm not paying for Smothering Ties.
Love it. Okay.
Untap. Draw.
Make a treasure.
I need to keep track of Storm. I need to keep track of red mana. And I need to keep track of blue mana.
Okay. Looks like we've got some fun happening.
Yeah?
He's going to try.
I'm going to start things off with a hot Rite of Flame. Trigger Niv-Mizzet Perun to draw a card.
Make a treasure.
Ping. Oh. Ping Ramanap Excavator.
Yep.
Okay, make 2 red mana. Next, I'm going to pay 2 life, going down to
38?
38.
38.
I'm going to cast, with the 2 life, just Git Probe, targeting James. So, no, I technically see your Niv-Mizzet card before the Git Probe. So I'm going to... Oh, no, right, you don't draw cards off of Smothering Ties, you just get mana. Can I see him again? Sorry. I wasn't actually paying attention.
Okay,
Interesting.
I made my treasure.
Okay, I'm going to draw a card for that. Ping, and then draw a
Yes,
card.
we did it out of order, but we got there.
We did.
Yeah.
Git Probe,
Forget Probe.
ping it again. Git Probe resolves.
Okay, I'm making another treasure off the Git Probe draw.
Next, I'm going to play an island as land for turn. Then I'm going to tap the island and using one of the red floating, play Baral, Chief of Compliance.
I have a response.
Okay,
I'm going to sacrifice a treasure to spin top.
Sure.
Okay, put him back like that.
Okay. Does Baral Chief of Compliance resolve?
You have no further effects.
No effects.
Alrighty. I'm going to tap Seed of the Synod for a blue. Ooh, and then Steam Vents for a blue. Red, using blue, blue, red, and the floating colorless. Cast Turnabout, choosing land, and untap all of mine.
Okay, well, you
Oh,
have
yeah.
Niv-Mizzet trigger first.
Niv-Mizzet
You're
trigger.
drawing a card, I'm making a treasure.
I will be pinging James for 1.
Okay, go to 19.
Okay,
Turnabout resolves.
Turnabout.
Yep.
Then I will tap Mountain Island for Is It Charm, trigger Niv-Mizzet,
Choose your modes.
draw 2, discard 2,
Okay, so draw your card.
draw a card, ping James,
Go to 18.
Draw 2 cards.
Now, is it charm?
Yeah,
draw
draw
2
2 cards.
cards, discard Island.
Make 2 treasures.
You have 2 pings.
Ping James twice.
16.
16.
Yeah, sorry.
Resolve your spells for you.
I'm going to tap Island Mox Diamond to cast a rebuild. Trigger Niv-Mizzet.
Draw a card.
So I draw the card. Or do you want to do it in response
Yeah.
to
So with the Niv-Mizzet trigger on the stack. No, I'm not going to do anything. But in response, I will sacrifice all of my treasures.
Okay.
So I have 9.
9.
I'll go. I'm not going to have 9 of anything. I'm going to go. 4 blue and 5 green.
Okay.
So who are you targeting? Niv-Mizzet.
James again.
Didn't you already draw your cards?
Nope.
Okay, cool.
He didn't.
I'm not paying attention.
The trigger didn't resolve.
Okay, so now off of your draw, I'm going to make a treasure.
Yep.
And then still with rebuild on the stack, I'm going to sacrifice it to add another blue.
Okay. And
Okay, so rebuild is now on the stack.
Yeah, it is the only thing on the stack.
rebuild resolves.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it all artifacts to their owner's hands?
Yeah, that's why I tapped those ones. You're right.
I got me at 15, is that correct?
Yep.
Yes. Move to combat.
Oh.
Sure. Mana drains from my pool.
Swing at James for 5 in the air.
Okay, go to 10.
I will then play Mox Diamond, pitching an island. I will tap Mox Diamond for blue. I will opt.
Trigger.
Trigger Niv-Mizzet. Draw. Ping that.
Sure.
Okay. Draw your card, make a
Get a
treasure.
Draw another
That's good,
card.
Elliot. Thank you.
Okay. Resolve opt. Draw a card.
Make a treasure.
Make a treasure. And then ping that again with that one. Because I don't think I have enough, unfortunately, to go off. Which is unfortunate. Oh well. And then ponder. I trigger Niv-Mizzet. Kill it with the Niv-Mizzet trigger. Draw the card off the Niv trigger.
Make a treasure.
Then ponder.
Ponder.
Shuffle.
Yes, sir.
Draw a card. Ping James for 1.
Okay. So I'm going to go to 9. I'm going to make a treasure.
And we span some wheels. Did I play land?
I believe so. I believe you played a mountain.
Story checks out because I bounced one to my hand. Yep.
The seat of the synod. With the rebuild.
I will move to discards.
Yes, sir.
I'll be discarding Polluted Delta, Fellwar Stone, Flusterstorm.
Okay.
And I'll pass the turn.
Okay. I will untap Sylvan Library trigger. I think I'm going to put this one into my hand, the other 2 back on top. I would like to move to my main phase.
Yep.
Add 5 colorless mana to my mana pool with the mana drain trigger. I would like to cast Grim Monolith.
Using the colorless mana.
Yep. Go down to 3. I would like to cast Fellwar Stone. Go down to 1. I would like to cast Sensei's Divining Top. Go down to 0.
0.
Nice. That mana drain.
Storm count 3.
Storm count is indeed 3.
He has access to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 mana.
That's more than me! What a jerk.
All off this mana drain on the Cavern of Souls, you know.
Should have just played this Cavern of Souls. I'm sorry, MVP 1221,
Okay.
for letting you down.
I am going to...
Cast Thrasios Triton Hero.
No.
And can try.
I'm going to cast Regrowth. Targeting...
Trigger.
Yeah. I'm going to cast Regrowth, targeting Enlightened Tutor in my graveyard.
Trigger
Triggers.
Niv-Mizzet.
Niv-Mizzet triggers. I'll ping James.
Okay.
James down to 8.
Yep.
And you make a treasure.
Yep. Okay. Regrowth resolves. Okay.
I have no effects.
Enlightened Tutor to hand. I'm going to cast Enlightened Tutor.
Trigger
Niv-Mizzet.
Niv-Mizzet.
Yeah, trigger Niv-Mizzet. I assume this is coming at me?
Yeah.
Got
7.
8 or 7, yeah.
7. And you make a treasure.
And I make a treasure. Okay, I'm going to get Isochron Scepter to the top of my library. I would like to activate Sensei's Divining Top.
What?
Oh no. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, sure, man.
Okay, I would like to draw Isochron Scepter and put Sensei's Divining Top on top of my library.
Is that why they call it a top?
Shut up.
It's probably because it's one of those things that spins around.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like
Oh, a
clock.
dreidel?
I am going to
They're called.
cast Isochron Scepter.
No effects.
1 colorless mana floating.
You got it.
No effect.
Okay, I would like to imprint Dramatic Reversal.
So he did not have that in his hand when I get broken.
Well, yeah, I know,
I
because
assumed.
he topped and then he got to dig 3 cards down, Jerry.
Okay. I would like to spend my 1 colorless mana floating as well as tap my breeding pool to activate Isochron Scepter.
So that casts it, right?
It does.
So I get to...
Not yet.
No,
I'm activating Isochron Scepter.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. I would like to cast Dramatic Reversal.
So now I draw a card. What?
Yes,
Trigger
now
Niv-Mizzet.
trigger
Trigger
Niv-Mizzet.
Niv-Mizzet. I'm going to draw a card and ping James.
Yep.
Okay.
Go to 6.
You're going to draw a card, Jim's going to get a treasure, then you're going to pick James.
Yes.
Yep.
Sure, sure.
This matters.
Okay. I would like to resolve Dramatic Reversal.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Would you like to untap your treasures?
Sure. I would love to untap my
They're all
treasures.
yours. Oh, we got them.
Okay. I would like to float blue
Don't hand me
and
the dice, I'll track
3
this for you.
colorless.
Colorless.
Blue.
This, yes.
He can't make red, it's fine. Well, he can
So
make
you're
it.
3 colorless and a blue?
3 colorless and a blue.
You got it.
Okay, I would like to, using 2 colorless, activate Isochron Scepter.
No effects.
No effects.
Draw a card, ping James. Well,
Make a treasure.
He gets a treasure.
Go to 5. I would like to untap Grim Monolith, Fellwar Stone, and Isochron Scepter. I would like to float a green and 3 colorless.
God damn it, James.
What? I would like to activate Ice Crown Scepter
With your colorless?
with my colorless. Go to 1 floating of each of those things. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I didn't.
Activate Ice Crown Scepter.
So, trigger
Cast
Niv-Mizzet.
Chromatic Reversal, trigger Niv-Mizzet.
Yeah,
makes
make a treasure.
Yeah, he
Do
goes
all
to
the things.
4.
On tap.
Storm count is
5.
Regrowth,
7,
Enlightened Tutor, Isochron Scepter, Reversal.
6. This many.
Okay, so
That's
I've
why it's
got
5 and 7.
You've got 2 colorless, 1 blue, and 1 green.
2 colorless, 1 blue, 1 green.
Yeah.
Okay. I would like to
This is where it passes the turn.
float a green and 3 colorless. And I would like to activate Ice Crown Scepter.
So all the things.
Go to 10 treasures.
Jerry draws a
3.
card, pings you for 1. And
Storm
you
count is
untap.
now 8.
Okay, and I untap. I would like to spend a blue and a green to cast Thrasios Triton Hero.
Resolves.
No, yeah. Continue to have no
Yeah,
effect.
Good. I would like to pay 4 mana to activate Thrasios.
Oh, treasures.
You
What
have
do I
3
got?
colors.
You have 3 colorless.
You know,
and a
I'll
blue.
use that. I'll use my floating mana.
Perfect.
Activate Thrasios.
I'm going to need those back. He's not done.
I would like to reveal this Sensei's Divining Top and put it in my hand.
Okay.
Genius.
I would like to spend 4 mana to activate Thrasios again.
Yeah.
Reveal Wooded Foothills, put it onto the battlefield.
Wow,
Is
I
it
think it's Scry first.
Oh, I do scry
Yeah,
one.
scry
I'll bottom
one.
it.
And it's tapped for relevancy.
Now you reveal.
Now I
now
reveal. Undercurrency. Put it onto the battlefield tapped.
Nice.
Ah,
I would like to pay 4 and scry 1. Put it on the bottom. Reveal the top card. It is a Chrome Mox. Put it into my hand. I would like to...
You got the Grim Monolith and stuff on tap too here, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll activate Thrasios again. Scry 1. Bottom. Reveal. Nature's Claim. Not the removal I was looking for. I would like to...
use it to gain 4 life.
On a treasure.
Yeah, that's
it's
actually really
guaranteed
funny.
it's for life.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to activate Ice Crown Scepter.
That's sweet.
Oh, yeah.
So I will make a treasure.
Yep.
Go down to 2, because
Yeah.
I assume Jerry is pinging me.
I'm paying him.
Okay, then I would like to untap these cards.
Yes.
Now, I have no mana floating, correct?
Correct.
Currently no mana floating. What a game, guys. This is
I know.
sweet.
Okay, I would like to make
it
it
green.
green
Okay.
and Nature's Claim my Sylvan Library.
Oh.
There's a
Trigger Niv-Mizzet. Make a treasure. He pings you down to 1. Jerry, do you have a counter spell for the Nature's Claim
you have an
to
instant?
finish it?
Nope.
So
Okay.
I could, like, take me and Jim out of this game.
Okay, I would like to go to 5.
Okay. Sylvan Library down. James goes back up to 5.
Storm count is, I believe, 11 now? Yeah, because you just cast Nature's Claim.
I would like to tap Grim Monolith, float 3 colorless,
Yes, sir.
and activate Isochron Scepter going down to 1 colorless.
Yep.
I run free counter spells.
I'm going to go down to 4.
Yep.
So
I'm going to go up to 2 treasures. Jerry's going to draw a card, and I will untap these.
Yep.
Now, I would like to float 3 colorless and a blue.
3 colorless. 3.
I had 1 color.
Oh, right.
I would like to spend 1 colorless to cast top.
Ooh.
I would like to pay 1 more colorless to spin top.
Ooh.
I would like to bottom all of these.
Sensei's Divining Top just got really good.
This this has been this
Okay.
guy.
This man.
Okay, I'll put them back like this. I would like to spend my 2 treasures, activate Ice Crown Scepter.
Do the thing.
Go down to 3. Make a treasure. Untap my things.
Storm count is 14.
Jerry, did you draw a card?
Yep.
Because of the top and the scepter.
Okay. I have 3 floating.
You have 2 colorless and a blue.
And a blue. I would like to float 3 colorless and a black.
And
I don't even know what I'm floating right now. I would like to spend 4 colorless to activate Thrasios.
1 colorless, 1 blue, 1 black floating.
I'm going to bottom it.
No, hey,
Reveal it.
back my blue dice.
This is a City of Brass. Put it onto the battlefield tab.
Yeah.
Make it blue. Why didn't we do that in the first place?
I don't know, but I'm going to need that red dice back.
Why do you need red?
Okay. I am going to
White or
spend
whatever.
a blue and a black, and I will activate Ice Crown Scepter. Go to 2.
Yep. Still on the ping train.
Make a treasure.
Yep.
Untap my things.
Yep.
I would like to float 3 colorless and a blue, and activate Ice Crown Scepter.
Oh my goodness.
Go to 1. Make another treasure. Untap my things. Jerry drew a card.
Yep.
Okay, I would like to float 3 colorless and a black, and activate Thrasios.
Would you like to spend the colorless?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Bottom it. Reveal.
So,
What is
No,
it? I can't see
into
it.
your hand. Notion Thief.
It prevents Jerry from drawing cards.
It's not a May.
You would just draw the cards.
I know, but then you can't ping me anymore.
Yep.
You just...
I can cast it.
Yep.
I'm going to cast Notion Thief.
Okay. With a blue, a black, a colorless, and a treasure?
And a treasure.
Yeah.
Okay.
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 Then I'm going to spend, sacrifice 2 treasures.
Yep.
I'm going to activate Dramatic Reversal.
Jim just wins.
I think
Yeah.
he...
So basically,
it draws my deck.
I was going to say, it's going to draw your deck for the amount of times you have dramatic reversal. So you can't actually make infinite.
Yeah, you don't
mana.
get...
Yeah, I also don't get these.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah.
So I gain a certain amount of mana. It's going to be like over 100. Right?
Yeah, it's
With
5
mana?
times. It's going to be 5 times your deck.
Yeah. So it'll be like, I don't know, 300 or something like that. It's a
5? Is it
big amount of
5?
mana.
It's 2 times his deck, right? He's netting 2.
Netting 2.
Oh,
so
he's
it'll be
netting
2
2
times.
per, yeah.
It'll be over 100 mana anyway. It's like plenty.
Yeah. It's like 120 if we assume you have 60
Yeah,
cards.
with the end state being these untapped.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Then-
deck in
And your
hand.
deck in your hand.
I'm not going to put my whole deck in my hand, just these cards.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we'll assume you have enough mana to cast the spells in your hand.
Yeah. I would like to...
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Yep.
Okay, I'd like to cast Silence.
Okay, draw a card.
Oh, yeah. That's nice. Okay, draw a card. I gotta keep that in mind. That's interesting. Okay, I'm gonna cast Assassin's Trophy targeting Niv-Mizzet Perrin.
Sad.
And I draw a card off that.
Yes.
I'm going to go get a land.
You do.
Yep.
It's untapped.
Oh.
It doesn't matter. He casts silence.
Oh. You got an island.
Okay, so I'll draw my card. Okay, so now that the Niv-Mizzet is gone, I am going to activate Ice-Crown Scepter. I'd like to propose a loop that will make me an arbitrarily large amount of mana.
Okay, there it is.
Mana of each color. I think all my colors are represented on the board on your lands.
Jan has
Tarnished
tarnished.
Citadel.
Oh, okay. So I'll make I don't know,
Counter
100,000 of each color, and then 300,000 colorless.
Sure.
Okay,
I don't know.
Okay,
It's
we
probably
have
less.
1 second. Okay.
Oh, I only net one colorless off.
Six.
I only net one colorless off of each one. So like,
Oh, wow.
yeah.
So
So,
it's-
my
you said
loop is all my stuff on
It's
tap.
100,000 of each color and then 300,000.
No, it's not. It's 100,000 of each color and 100,000
100,000
colorless because I
colors.
only net one colorless
Didn't
on
let me
each loop.
finish. But yeah, okay. So these are how many 100,000s of mana you have.
Perfect. Okay. Now I would like to cast Paradox Engine.
Okay.
Okay, you now have 9.
Yes, I would like to pay a blue to Chain of Vapor my Ice-Crown Scepter.
Okay, would you like to sacrifice a land?
No, thank you.
Okay.
I will Chain of Vapor my Ice-Crown Scepter. Dramatic Reversal is exiled forever. I would like to, with 2 colorless, cast Isochron Scepter.
Okay, you
Trigger
have
Paradox Engine.
909.
Trigger Paradox Engine.
Sure.
Okay, I would like to imprint Winds of Rebuke.
You got it,
It is
fam.
hexproof. Continue.
I would like to propose a loop. I would like to activate Isochron Scepter to cast Winds of Rebuke, targeting Sensei's Divining Top. I'm going to resolve that, have us all mill 2. Then I will recast the top, untap Isochron Scepter off the Paradox Engine trigger, and then continue that loop until your libraries are empty.
The Isochron Scepter is already untapped because of...
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I have no effects.
I just have to confirm I don't have a Kozilek in here.
I was about to say, I have to confirm I can...
I know that I don't
there's-
have a Kozilek. I have
I
a...
want to pretend like I have outs to this, but I don't.
Can I flashback Pact of Negation?
I don't think that'll help.
Very good.
I mean, in theory, if you give a flashback.
Oh, let me just
Yeah.
tap my Gilded Drake. Jan's Gilded Drake.
I thought if you weren't, I was just going to be so set up. So Niv-Mizzet draws cards.
Wow, does it ever, eh?
Does it ever? Pan that this way.
So these are all in your graveyards?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would like
decks in
to
graveyard.
continue
Deck in
that same
graveyard.
loop, targeting all of your permanents. Non-land permanents.
Wow, rude, bouncing the Mox
Here,
Diamond.
Jan, have a Gilded Drake.
Flash in Gilded Drake.
Okay.
Okay, I would like to do it one last time, activating Isochron Scepter, casting Winds of Rebuke, targeting Notion Thief.
Is Winds of
Oh, yeah,
Rebuke
these are in my
opponents? Just to be...
It's all players.
Well,
Let's return target.
Oh, target non-land permanent.
Non-land permanent.
Two
to his own
opponents.
estate, just
Yep.
making sure.
Okay, I would like to return Notion Thief to my hand.
Yep.
Then I would like to cast Angel's Grace.
That's a good
I'll
spell.
add 2 mana to my mana pool.
Perfect. Then I would like to cast Windfall.
Aww.
Would you like to respond by casting Ocean Thief?
I'll consider it.
Okay, cool.
In the meantime, start drawing cards.
Oh.
I would like to die.
Oh.
Ooh.
I will also die.
I will also die.
I
Wow.
will also die.
What a
Yeah.
game that was.
So, drew a lot of cards.
Did you ever? Holy. How many cards did you actually draw?
So, in the end, not counting those ones, because those are the ones you bounced. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
19?
So 19 minus 7. 12 cards before you...
It felt like way more.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the top card of my library when Jim milled this was a Chain of Vapor, which means I could not have won on my turn. Even I would have been able to resolve the food chain,
But you needed a creature, right?
needed any creature in the battlefield.
I was going for another ritual. So I had the option to, when I had the Ponder, I had the option to play... So I had the Mountain, and then I had Mana Vault, and then Felwar Stone, and then I had 2 mana to do something with, like draw more cards or kill you, basically, with the card draw. But I decided instead to set up for next turn. I got greedy is
Well,
what
a couple
happened.
things. You didn't even
for
get
ritual.
greedy, right?
No,
You're trying
no.
to prevent Jan from winning with his Halimar Excavator, right?
I did
yeah,
that
like
too.
actually, yeah. If you had, I don't know what was in your hand, but based on the way you're saying this, you would have had enough to kill Jim.
Yeah.
And if you could only kill Jim and not the Halmar Excavator, I would have won.
Yeah.
Because, that's where I was
Because
at.
Food chain, sack
I
the
do
Halmar
food chain, Halmar for 3 of 1 left over, cast the drink,
Yeah.
and then just.
I was honestly just looking for High Tide that entire
Yeah.
go through there.
Although ironically, I think I only had 1 win condition left in the deck.
Yeah, you
The
did.
Calastra
think
here got exiled,
Yeah.
and the Halmar would have got exiled, so I only had the one like
Harabaz Druid or
Yeah.
whatever it is, the one that loses
Harbaz
life.
Druid taps for mana, I
Yeah.
think.
It's the black one that it ETBs and opponents lose life equal to my allies. Or when an
Harabaz
ally
Death
enters.
Druid.
But,
Yeah, so that was like
you pulled it out at 1. You were
That
at
was
1
like-
twice in that
That
game.
top deck, man,
So-
was this Notion Thief.
Yeah.
Holy.
I'm really sad that I didn't play this Cavern of Souls because I got greedy and I wanted to draw an extra card off of the Tatyova. And I let my people down.
Oof.
so
know.
2 things I want to point out.
I could have had a cool storm turn too.
One was when I got mad at my opening draw, it was Gemstone Cavern.
Oh, because you didn't have anything you wanted
If
to
it,
exile? Or?
well, no, if it was in my opening hand,
Oh, it
because
was
I
your first
didn't
draw.
go
It was your
first,
first draw.
I would have
Okay.
been up a mana, which means I would have been able to do.
Yeah.
Actually, I would have been able to mill the Ramanap Excavator with the on my turn, but I didn't have access to blue mana. Second, yeah, that was one.
Well, anyway, thanks for joining us
Yes.
once again for that
Everybody who
wild,
made it to the
wild
end.
ride.
Yeah.
And like, share, subscribe, as always. Check us out on Patreon if you want. There's lots of fun bonuses you get with that.
Like talking to me.
Not talking to Jerry. That's
one of the bonuses of being a patron. You don't have to talk to Jerry.
Yeah, we give you Jerry mute in your entire life settings.
Yeah, and actually, so excited. Next week, we're going to have an incredible special guest,
Yes.
special super secret ultra
High-tech
hot.
robo guest.
You guys are really going to like it, though.
Yeah.
We are super excited about it, and
Yes,
we know that you
it's
guys are
gonna be
going to
great.
love it.
Awesome.
So, we'll see you
All right,
next time.
see you next week.
Hey, thanks for checking out the Spike Feeders on YouTube. If you like this content and you want to see more, make sure you click subscribe. If you love this content, click on the link to our Patreon. Every dollar helps us create more videos like this.